Hi everyone. So today I want to make a quick video on when is it too late to save your peace lily, or otherwise, when is the time to actually throw away your peace lily or actually any other house plant, um, when you cannot save it. There's no way to save it. Um, doesn't matter whatever you do. So actually, this happened to me last week. Actually, this is part of the plan left. Um, this is one of my variegated peace lily, or the domino peace lily. As you can see, it has some very unique color and pattern on the leaf itself. The texture is also kind of different. But this one actually suffers rotting. This one, at first, the root was rotting. Of course, I have made a video on how to save your peace lily when it has root rot. So on that video, I explain in detail how to save it, even though it has complete root rot. But this one is slightly different. Or actually, this one, as you can see, is in water right now, but originally it was in soil. So in soil, it has actually a higher chance to get rotting than in full water culture. In this one, I actually make a mistake by putting this piece lily. Originally, it was much bigger. Actually, it was this piece lily was featured in one of my previous video on the various peace lily, various species of peace lily. If you watch that video, you can see the original plant. It was quite big. It was like 5 or 6 times more numerous than this one, or bigger than this one. And right now, this is the only part left. Actually, I have a few more leaves left, which I put it in another container. But this one, as you can see, only has like 5 leaves left. It was much bigger, and the leaves were slightly drooping. Um, so the thing is, I put it in a pot. Originally, it came with a plastic pot, of course, with holes. So basically, all the plastic pots came from the store. They have the drainage hole, but I transferred the this plant from a to a bigger pot because the original pot was pretty small. So I put it in another pot, but that pot doesn't have any drainage hole. So this is my advice to you: never put any house plants in any pots or planter that has no drainage hole. So that is a big no. It's very likely that it will get root rot. Um, and then I, of course, I water it, and then at first it didn't look abnormal, and then but a few days later I saw the leaves. One of the leaves get yellow and brown, and the stem also is turning brown. And actually, that stem was it's not even drooping. The whole stem just fell on the side. So and then I can just pick it up, pick the whole stem out. So basically, it's already detached. So and then there's a strong rotting smell on that stem, and but at that time I just threw away that stem, and I didn't check it furthermore. So I mean, at that point, I thought it's just a stem rotting, so it wasn't a big deal. But then the next day, more stems fell on its side, so I know something is not right. And then I took the whole plant out of its pot, and then some of the stems completely uh, break apart, and I throw them away. And then I was like, why not do that? Put that in water culture. So I did that, and then once I take that out and wash away all the soil, I found out the crown itself is rotting. At least half of the crown is rotting. So I know this is bad. And then basically, if the crown is rotting, as you can see here, also other PCD as well. Um, so in my last video, I said if the um, If the root is rotting, it doesn't matter. You can cut them all off and new roots will grow. Same for the leaf. If the leaf is rotting or turn brown in the stem, you can still save the peace lily. But the only time that you cannot save a peace lily is when its crown itself is rot or dead. That's the only time you cannot save it. Doesn't matter what you do, it's too late. You cannot. Once the crown is rot, so the bottom part over here, this is the crown itself. So and then these are the roots. The roots, if they die, it doesn't matter the plant. So the crown itself is the brain or the heart of the plant. If that one dies, then the whole plant dies. There's no way you can save it. And this one, as you can see here, this part right here, so here, as you can see, is uh, obviously I cut it. You can see the cut mark over here. It was much bigger. The other part, the rest of the plant, the crown is completely black, so it already rot away. You can even smell it. So that part you cannot save it. If the whole crown is rotten, then yeah, just throw the whole thing away. You don't waste any time. Is gone. And this one only, so I cut off all the rotten crown, and this is the only part of the crown that was still not rotten yet. So I cut everything off and then try to see if this one will survive. It's been 3 or 4 days already, so looks like it's still surviving. But we'll keep observing this for a few more days or even a few weeks to see if it actually survived. So the rest already died and I throw them away. Don't be scared to do that. That's okay. So, and again, never put any houseplant in a pot that doesn't have any drainage hole. So put it in a well-drained pot, or just do this. Put it in water. That would be fine also. Yeah, so the crown is the key. If the crown is healthy, your plant is still okay as long as you follow the correct procedures. But if the crown is dead, then doesn't matter what you do. It's too late to save your plant, and you can basically throw it away. So this is my another experience with you. So let me know if you have any questions. So thanks for watching and have a nice day.